How do you measure success when the first thing you have to do is tell people that it's a shitstorm and the results are awful?
Yeah, well, I think that a lot of success is about how its sentiment is online, how you're able to shift it, how you're able to talk about it. And the challenge in these companies is how do you speak openly about it? And I'll give a couple examples. One, while I was at Comcast, we don't publicly talk about, but let's just say it was a big event. And it was being discussed all over the net. And it was amazing. You watched on Radiant 6, it skyrocketed, the discussions. But we started talking openly and honestly about it the moment it happened. And one of the websites, Gizmodo, was not necessarily always the most positive to the cable industry. Actually, I gave them the message that we were putting out there, and they put a post out there. Some hapless PR sap from Comcast gave us this message. So as part of our message, we said, hey, we're going to give you more. We're going to give you updates. So we came back, and most people come back and go, here's our update. I came back and said, hey, this is the hapless PR sap. I don't work in PR, I actually work in customer service, but I promised you an update, and here it is. And the most amazing thing is, after that comment, it changed the whole discussion online. The other thing you can watch is, these things, it spiked up, but you can measure it going right back down again. This was an event that should have lived on for years, and it went away in days. So that's the challenge to it. So you want to measure like those types of things. How long does this last? Because if you watch the events that happen in social media, they typically live on because people are continually to investigate them or dig into them. But when you give this more information, it kills them off. It makes it boring.
We used to measure success in a crisis by the length of time, and we actually did studies where you could tell badly managed crisis and how you went on forever, et cetera. And that was like, manually doing things. Now you can do it so quickly.
You can watch it in like a Radiant 6. You can literally watch it live, which is really wild.
Well, and the other thing is, in a situation like that, sentiment really isn't important because it's all going to be negative.
That's
All you're looking for is the volume going down precipitously or gradually?
Exactly. That's exactly it. And and these are the ways that you can really start to generate it. And you don't have to worry about changing it to a positive messaging. Let's just deal with what we got. But that also brings down the other component, which is a lot of these things are not a tremendous change to what we do. It's tweaking. Like the measurements may be different, or in this case, the measurements may be identical. But our speed to doing it might be faster than they were. So before it might have been we had time with news cycles, whatever, now it might be minutes or what have you. But at the end of the day, the results are still the same goals.
Yeah. So I'm saying it's only new media if you've never had a conversation with your customers before and you don't care about customer relationships. I mean, it's not all that new.